Sarum students, today let us begin with geography. This is the image of your NCERT geography textbook. The earth, our habitat. But before we begin with the lesson, I hope you all are ready with a book and a pen to note down the important points that we will be learning today. Well, you know on which planet do we live? Yes, we live on the planet Earth. But where is this planet Earth? This planet Earth is in the solar system. So today we will learn lesson number 1, the Earth in the solar system. What are we going to learn in this lesson? We will be learning about the solar system, the sun, planets, the earth, the moon, asteroids and meteorites. So, let us begin with the solar system. Look at this image. What can you see? Yes, you can see the sun shining brightly in the sky. Here, you can see the moon, the twinkling stars, clouds, etc. Isn't it? But everything that we see in our solar system, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, they weren't there at the beginning. Where did they come from? Have you ever heard about the Big Bang Theory? The Big Bang Theory is how astronomers explain the way the universe began. It is the idea that the universe began at just a single point, then expanded and stretched to grow as large it is right now. The Big Bang Theory explains us how the universe began. The universe was first a dot of energy that was very hot and dense. Then this tiny dot of energy expanded in all directions and became billion times its original size at a very quick speed. Scientists refer to this event as the Big Bang, the moment the universe was born. Now look at this image. What can you see? Yes, you can see a clear sky after sunset. What can you notice in the sky? We can see 1 or 2 bright dots shining in the sky. Now soon this number is going to increase. Then you cannot count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Some are bright, some are dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds. They all appear to be twinkling. But some of them, if you notice carefully, they are not twinkling. They are just glowing without any flicker, just as the moon shines. Along with these bright objects, you can also see the moon. The moon, it may not be the same always. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes and at different positions. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It is called the full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see the moon at all. That means it is a no moon night. So it is called as new moon night or Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky the best, provided it is the clear sky. You wonder, why can't we see the moon and all those tiny bright objects in the sky during the daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. So, the sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the bright sky are called as celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. Do you know that sun is the star? Now, the countless twinkling stars in the night sky, they are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light. And they also look so tiny because they are very far away from us. All objects look smaller when seen from a distance. Here we can see how small an aeroplane looks when it is flying in the sky. Now, while watching the night sky, you might have done that, isn't it, children? So what have you noticed? You may have noticed various patterns that are formed by different groups of stars. Now, what are these called as? These are called as the constellations. So, the constellations are various patterns that are formed by different groups of stars. One such constellation is Ursa Major or the Big Bear. What is Ursa Major? It is one of the most famous constellations in the sky. The ancient people, they used to think that it was like a bear. And that's exactly where its name came from, as it means the big bear in ancient Greek. Now what can you see in this image? Yes, you can see some prominent stars. Let us count how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so all these prominent stars are joined together. So, what is the shape of it now? It looks like a spoon. So, this is one of the easily recognized constellation. It is called as the small bear or Saptarishi. Sapta means 7. Rishis are the sages. It forms a part of the large Ursa Major constellation. Now, everyone knows their zodiac signs, isn't it? Try looking for your own zodiac sign. Got it? Yes. So, here we can see the constellations of the zodiac signs. Now, if we look at the sky at night, now, how did the people determine the directions? They used to find out, or they used to locate the North Star. Why did they do that? Because the North Star always remains in the same position in the sky. This North Star is also called as the Pole Star. It was also used as a navigational tool by the sailors and travelers before the compasses were invented. Now, in this image, we can see that we can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarishi. That is, if we draw an imaginary line joining the pointer stars and extend it further, it will point to the pole star. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the other stars. Such bodies are called as planets. The word planet is derived from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. Our Earth is also a planet, isn't it? So from where does it get its heat and light? Yes, it gets its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. Now, if we look at this image, we can see the Earth and we can see the moon revolving around it, isn't it? Just imagine now, if we look at the Earth from a great distance, say the moon, how will it appear? It will appear to be shining just as the moon. The moon is the satellite of the Earth. So it is the companion of our Earth and it moves around it. Now, like our Earth, there are other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their own moons. Let us quickly recap what we have learned today. We started with the Big Bang Theory. That is how billions of years ago the universe started as a single point and then it stretched and expanded in the fraction of a second. How the tiny particles grouped together and the universe came into being. We also learned about the celestial bodies. We learned about the night after sunset, twinkling stars, the shape of the moon on the full moon night and also on the new moon night. We also learned about the stars that are made up of gases. The sun is the huge star nearest to the earth, giving heat and light to it. We also learned about constellations that are formed by the groups of stars. We found out our own zodiac sign, isn't it? We also learned about Ursa Major constellation or Big Bear, Saptarishi, and how to locate the pole star. We also learned about planets. Now, we will be learning more about all these in detail. That is about the sun, the 8 planets, the satellites, some celestial bodies such as asteroids and meteoroids, which all together form the solar system in our next classes. Thank you.